Brosplay!
Welcome back. I think I rushed a story from the last episode because I thought it was going to be our last in our session.
What were you telling me?
I don't remember.
Aww. It's lost.
But I told the story, so like...
Don't you wish you could drive those big-ass boats?
Yes! But where?
Into other boats. I didn't really have a plan. I just wanted to cause mayhem.
Sorry, I just, I moved my microphone. Fuck. So we've had like a lot of like backwards situations where like I'm expecting us to do what we normally do, and then you're like, no, it's different today. So like, Are
you telling me I'm messing with you, bro?
I'm usually the one that wants to be done with a playthrough first, and so I was kind of like not really that interested in Midnight Club 3, and then we did our third session and it was so fucking great, and I was like, man, that was awesome. Like, you know what, I think we can keep going, and you're like, we should stop.
Yeah, I forgot I did say that.
And I was like, I'm glad that you like, I'm glad that we can both speak our mind, but
mostly shut up.
I just no, actually, in fact, I'm the one who like, I keep a lot of my opinions like to myself about that, because I usually just want what I want, and it's like very specific, where it's like just Jack 2 for the next 6 months, and it's like, I know that's not good for it's not good for the playthrough, it's not good for us. It makes for stale let's play content.
Sometimes it's actually hard to know what is good for you until you've actually finished it.
That's a deep conversation tool, buddy.
Well, it goes with anything in life. It's sort of like getting up to go to your job sucks.
Right.
But when you do it for a long period of time, you sort of get used to being able to push yourself to do that.
Yeah.
So when you push yourself to do other things you want to do, you have that extra motivation.
I have to get up very early now, and when I wake up and the sun's not up yet, and I'm like, fuck. But once I get there,
dude,
and I realize that I'm actually...
That reminded me of Mercenaries, where the tiniest pole is an totally unstoppable object.
When I realized that like getting here early is gonna result in me getting to leave early, you know, like I'm now getting home at a reasonable time, and that's a really nice feeling. This
is something I will say. I don't want to make it worse or anything. By the way, why is that sitting on the side of a building?
What, a precursor technology?
Just floating on the side.
You fucking knows.
So you're currently getting up at 5, right, in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is actually it's bright at 5 compared to what it is in the winter.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I've been getting up at 5 all year long, and it's basically completely pitch black until like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock even during the winter sometimes. So you get up in the darkness, you eat in the darkness, you leave in the darkness. You get to work, and then the sun chooses to come up. That
was something that I had thought of. What the fuck?
You're not allowed down.
Why though?
I think as per the mission.
I understand that, like, what their explanation for it is. What I mean.
What even hit you there?
Why? It was a gun. It was a mounted gun.
I don't know.
What
I didn't see it shoot.
In designing, fuck.
Oh.
Get out of my way, bitch. Oh my god.
Yeah, it got you anyways. So you can't touch the water. Period.
Wow.
I really don't like that the hoverboard doesn't allow you to attack, and I don't like that you can't really see the bullets coming out of that gun.
No.
Both times I feel like it just hit you.
Yep, and that one too, which is actually not their fault.
That was just camera angle issues.
No, it was because I didn't fight them.
You are 100% going the wrong way.
Oh, what the fuck? Arrest him with his gun out.
Yeah, I do think that's kind of a weird terminology. Where are we supposed to go?
What am I supposed to do with the gun? How am I supposed to dodge that? What the fuck am I supposed to do about that?
There doesn't seem to be...
What the fuck?
Keep moving. That actually seems to be the only solution.
No, because it's killed me while I was moving.
No, that was a different gun. That was because you touched the water.
No. I don't mean it killed me. Look at the visual conveyance on that. As if I'm not gonna go left, or as if I'm gonna go.
Oh man!
But look how obvious. Like, it makes you go. You want to go forward. It's so.
Well, the dot
visual.
is even forward. Look at that.
Yeah. The dot.
The dot. It's pointing you to go that forward direction. It's only once you start to move along the platform that it shows you that's the wrong way.
Fuck, do I ever hate this? These fucking guns are so poor.
You know, as much as I really do love this game, and there's a lot of nostalgia associated with it, I feel like this game is actually significantly improved upon in Jak 3.
Oh, massively.
There's so much less clunkiness.
Yeah.
All around.
And
I feel like
which
it's
is-
more fluid.
Which is crazy because before playing this on this playthrough, I would have said this was my favorite game.
In the series.
Yeah.
And that's all nostalgia, right?
I just wasn't crazy about the desert and like having to go all the way fucking back. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, you know what it is? This gun doesn't come down until I go underneath the vehicle.
Okay, I see that. Oh, whoa.
Yeah. That's
So the gun is there to deter you from blasting through the way you were.
Yeah, except they didn't make it a one-shot kill, so it's not obvious that that's not what I'm supposed to do. Which
Yeah,
bothers
why
me.
wouldn't the gun deploy now when you're right here? Oh, okay, I guess there it was.
Why are there people behind me?
I think there's other dropships. Like a dropship came in further down that. Yeah, see, that one's even gonna come in behind you.
It's really time to move.
I think the level here is designed well. I just think its conveyance is really bad.
Yeah.
Definitely don't go that way.
Oh, am I doing it wrong? I'm doing it again.
Yeah, that way.
I love the ammo indicators. Why are you down?
I don't like the ammo indicator in this game.
Oh.
Why does it subdivide it into... Whoa. Bomb. Bomb.
Whoa!
Man, that's a good
Did
feeling.
you watch the minimap?
No, not at all.
It like they dispersed like that. Oh, fuck off! Like that commercial where they put Dawn grease.
Oh yeah, and all the like oil just goes spreading out in the pan.
Was that real? Did that really happen?
Well, you can do that with anything. Like if you put pepper into water and then just put a drop of soap, it'll just it'll just go flying towards the edges of the bowl. I think that's just part of the way soap works.
So that was it was
real.
technically correct, but
Real but misleading.
mm,
Yeah. And there's a lot of that in advertising.
too bad Casey Neistat wasn't there to tell them to intrigue, not mislead.
You know what? That is actually an incredibly good way to put it. Because that is what advertising should be.
Unfortunately, he doesn't always follow that. Sometimes he'll have a thumbnail that'll be like, trouble with the police, and there's like a shot with him like and he's like in like a white ass room, and his facial expression is like, oh no, I'm in trouble. But the trouble with the police was actually with a completely different person, and that place he was in was actually a place he was doing a talk.
And that is definitely misleading.
It's hugely misleading. But most of the time, the stuff that he writes is actually like it sounds like clickbait, but it's actually what happens in the episode. So
Someone said something to me today that I don't think they realized how revolutionary it was for me, but they pointed out that there are people who will put a false picture of themselves on a dating website where they will inevitably have to meet the person and they will, they'll
Yeah.
have to show their face.
absolutely.
So if those people exist, there will always be people who are willing to advertise in a misleading way because they
Yep.
don't care that when you get to the product you don't get what you want. It doesn't matter to them because you've given them your money.
I've known people who have lied about things to me that they knew I was going to figure out within like minutes. Like compulsive liars that lie for pure attention. Oh my god, this is fucking stupid. I hate this so
You gotta keep
goddamn
moving.
much.
Like,
I
you're trying to
can't
fight
keep
them.
moving. I can't keep moving. I ran out of blaster ammo, and if I go any further, I get killed by these fucking things.
Yeah, those are... Oh, there it is! Just go!
Nope, and now I'm dead.
No, never get on the board.
That was not my fault.
Oh.
He came out of fucking nowhere. He dropped.
Out of a ship.
It was fucking drop ship like a fucking piece of shit.
I've always had issues with companies who don't care about the effect of their product. For example, it's one thing if you're a candy product.
So,
Yeah, that was rude.
I didn't mean to.
If your product is candy, you're selling someone a treat, and it's usually marked as candy, and it's pretty obvious that it's not good for you. It's supposed to be quote unquote a treat. Where it gets really squirrely is where people sell stuff like, I mean, I'm not gonna rag on chocolate milk. I usually rag on chocolate milk quite a bit, but evidently there have been studies that show that
studies, eh?
Yeah, studies.
I love
That
studies.
show that you actually do get a significant energy boost back from chocolate milk because of the combination of sugar and fat. So I've heard there are some benefits to that. However, people will say, oh, chocolate milk, that's a healthy option. Well, you know how much sugar's in a Coke, right?
Right.
40 grams in a Coke.
Sure.
And a Coke is 350 milliliters. And there's 40 grams in it. In a 250 milliliter milk, chocolate milk, there's 27. So there's more sugar in chocolate milk than there is in a Coke.
Oh.
So how can you say, like, it's a healthy alternative?
Because it's milk, brother. Milk is good for your bones. As said by the people who make milk.
Yeah, see, I used to think those were government-sponsored ads. No, that's by the Milk Association of Ontario. Which is creepy, because who would assume there's enough money in milk for there to be a milk mafia?
Of course there's... Of course there's enough money in milk. They fucking every single... Was it every day or every week that we had milk in school?
Yeah, that's a good point. There's a lot of money in it from that perspective.
And you know, that's insidious because the kids grow up drinking milk and believe that it's good, so they continue to drink it as adults, and then they teach their kids that it's okay, and it's a never-ending fucking streak. Now you're creating your milk mafia for the next generation of milk mafiosos.
It's one thing if you join that company, and that's, you know, you are a person who works in administration, or you're good with business, or so on and so forth, and you get involved in the milk industry. It is another thing if you are one of the individuals who knowingly and willfully is ignoring scientific data in order to push a false narrative. If you're one of those individuals, I mean, I gotta say, you're a piece of shit.
Especially when it comes to children.
Yeah, children who are then gonna grow up to be citizens and are then gonna put it onto their children. And, you know, I find it's just as bad with things like Tim Hortons. You know, Tim Hortons tries to sell an ice cap as if it's iced coffee. But we know damn well it's not just coffee and ice. Right? And then they say they have an ice cap that's like super chocolatey, and they talk about the chocolatey goodness. But you're not Dairy Queen. You're Tim Hortons. You're supposed to be a staple of Canada. You're supposed to be a coffee shop, a cafe. It just seems like...
Cafe.
I guess, you know what? Cafes usually do have all that sugary crap anyways.
Yeah, and then there's also things like, I didn't realize that iced coffee has sugar in it, because it has some sort of, I forget what it's called. It's like a specific, it's called like drink sweetener or something like that.
It's a syrup.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's really crazy the things that put sugar in that. It's nuts.
I love your rants about sugar, like some of the funniest fucking shit. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Just go, yeah, you gotta go now.
Fuck.
Yeah, you
no,
can make it. You can
no,
make it.
no.
You can make it. I was just trying to will you through.
There's fucking like 3 guns on me there.
Oh man,
This
yeah.
is fucking silly.
Definitely, I think you should save these for now and switch to them when you get to that last segment. Because this, I would say, is your most effective weapon.
The blaster?
Yes.
Or you? No, the Vulcan cannon has been the best one so far.
I don't know, man. You just are not using your Wastelander move enough.
Oh yeah.
Because the Wastelander move, you pump out just as many shots as the other one, but they're super accurate and they're stronger.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I'm
I
also
agree.
not dealing with the people behind me, and it's a real problem.
I agree about the sugar rant. Sometimes I actually feel really good when I go on a nice sugar rant bender.
Oh, it's usually how I feel when I somehow manage to relate my issue with, like, because I'm so sensitive about video game stuff like frame rates and you know, separating DLC and shit like that. And when I manage to relate it back to like the consumer, I feel like so good about myself, and I'm like, it's not really that amazing, but
sometimes it's just really nice to bring together a point and be understood.
Yeah,
I think that's the most important thing. Being understood is huge. I don't think you can fight the guys behind you, man.
I did it last time, and I had almost no one to kill me.
That is true. It was working at first. I don't know why it didn't work this time.
Man, you've got some sun on your face, buddy.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I do put on sunscreen when I go out on site, but I used to spend 8 hours a day outside, and so I would always be sunscreened all the time. But now I'm usually out there for about an hour, hour and a half. So, you know, you don't do it as much. You also have less time, so it's just sort of one more thing to do. But I've actually been enjoying it. I'm down to get a little bit of a tan this summer. Maybe not have to wear as much sunscreen.
That'd be nice.
You know those people that always say that they just burn first thing in the year and then they're fine after that? You ever met those people?
I have. I just don't know if I agree with that.
I was just about to say that. I'm 99% sure that those people just get burnt and then they go, I don't want to get burnt again. So then they're safe for the rest of the summer.
I don't think that's improving. Yeah.
I think there's maybe a small subset of the population that's actually true, that they can just get a burn and their body holds the tan, and then from then on they're resilient to the sun. But most people, I think, just say that because they're lazy. They don't want to put on sunscreen early in the season, and then after that they're like, okay, now I'll be good. That's what I used to do. I used to get one bad burn in May sometime, and I would just say never again, and for the rest of the year I was good. So this year I just decided I would just cut out the middleman, just be good.
This fight has gone into the nighttime.
Wow, that's a good point. It's actually changing the time of day.
It's because the day-night cycle is independent to the rest of like your playthrough.
Well, that's cool because it actually makes it feel like we've been here for a while.
I guess. Yeah, that's a good point. This is a really poorly designed level. The mini-map, which is never actually used, is now a very important piece of this level.
Maybe they explained important context.
No, there's no. What context would there be?
Well, I was gonna say maybe they explained why we can't use a hover vehicle.
I don't give a shit about the fact that I can't do that. It needs to be obvious in the game. No, it's like not being able to use my hoverboard because it doesn't make sense. Makes sense. Not just because you just said, no, actually, sorry, we just like didn't think about that, so no. It's like, no, I have a hoverboard, let me use it, or make it impractical for me to use. And then the way that they're coming down behind me, and I can't go forward without getting shot by this gun, and this dude's shooting at me, it's so hard to avoid getting shot by something you can't fucking see that has no way of indicating that they're going to shoot you.
Yeah, I honestly think it really does need to be a combination of moving and shooting. And I know you can't go underneath them without the gun deploying, but it's when you start backtrack, because see, these guys are gonna spawn infinitely, and now...
The guys behind me are infinite, yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like there is no way to like truly thin out that herd completely, and you're right, they're just gonna keep bashing on you.
Yep, and I didn't have enough time. Oh, and they're not even dead. There's not enough dead guys for that thing to go away. So now I have half fucking health because this game doesn't let you have any additional fucking health throughout the whole game.
Yeah, I just
without compensating for that idea.
Next time, just honestly don't move backwards at all.
Just forward only?
Yeah, well, if you want to fire backwards, that's fine. But yeah, I think only move forward, because every time we move backwards at all and take damage, it's purely wasted health.
Alright.
That is my theory. This is a good moment to... Oh no, see, the fucking gun is stupid. The fact that you can't go underneath the ship.
Yeah. This feels like an afterthought. You like my little shoot?
You said that about, I think, the last 3 missions we did.
Yeah, it's because it suddenly feels like an afterthought.
The whole game was an afterthought. This is actually really awesome.
How about this?
There you go. There you go. Move, move, move. Move, move, move. Move. Oh, I was going to go right.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I like that you've already got it spinning.
Yeah, man.
Okay, go.
Get out of my way.
Roll, roll.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
As soon as that gun's on you, you gotta roll, though.
What the fuck?
You can do it.
The sun is... I really like the sun right now, okay? Outside, it's really lovely, and I want to be happy. Like
beautiful.
like that beautiful sunset, but it's hard. It's hard to be happy when your childhood game is attacking you visually.
I would personally stay. I still think you're taking it too slowly. I think that's what's killing you.
I don't think so. See? Taking it slowly meant that gun was gone and I got to walk right through. Because they don't leave for you killing them, they leave after they've dropped their dudes. That's what it is. And look, the guys behind me are shooting at me now. And I can't fucking dodge their abilities because they really bad. I got lucky there, just missing all of those.
This gun is pretty dope.
It's amazing the way that it like lifts people up.
Don't go back for those. Don't go back for those. Because that dropship will come again and get between you. That's the big.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I haven't seen them come down twice at all.
The main one does. The one that you start off with comes down multiple times.
No, these are different dropships. Each time these are different dropships.
But same location. No?
I don't know.
Because yeah, those guys just got dropped off where that last ship was.
Weird. Look at this fucking guy. Sorry.
Yeah, they just did not think this level out. What is even the purpose of this? You pick up a thing that's on a wall, and for some reason at that exact moment the Crimson Guard know you're there and bring a lethal drone to put in the water so that you can't board, so you have to walk along these things, but then instead of just using the dropships to actually shoot you, they decide to unload all of these troops infinitely. None of this makes sense to me.
And they put that poor lady in the middle of it too.
Yeah, why are civilians around? With all these dropships, I seriously doubt civilians would just be gawking and wondering what the gunfire is about. She wasn't even watching, she was just walking. Doing her thing.
Walking.
I'm walking. Go left, go there, go.
Please tell me what that song is, alright? For people who know what that song is, because I can't fucking find it and I want to know what it is.
I thought we did find it, didn't we?
No, we never found it. I think it's by the Rankin family! No!
Roll.
Fucking my way, fucking my way! Ah!
Roll.
Ah!
What?
Oh my god, that's not the end. Oh my god, that's not the end.
Oh my god.
Come on. Let's go.
Get out of here.
Down to go.
Gotta lose the heat. Gotta get rid of the fuzz.
Okay, I think I completed the mission.
Yeah, you did. It saved. That was painful.
Whew.
Woo.
I feel pretty good now.
Feel alright?
Alright, thank you for joining us. Next time, hopefully less painful bullshit.